I can't believe I'm admitting some of this stuff on the internet. It's November. It's another episode of Dear Diary series. November 2005, I looked something like this. November 16th, 2005. Okay, well right now I am really confused about everything. Well, mostly everything. I don't know who I like or what's going on. Well, I like Taylor, but he doesn't even know who I am. But whatever, a lot of people like him, so I don't stand a chance of being noticed. The hindsight in this particular story is really killing me. 14-year-old Sam was really comparing herself to everybody else. It's not good for the brain. Then, ... I don't know. Curtis is a cutie, and I might have a slight crush on him, but I don't even know. I feel like I'm being torn in half. Blah! Then there's Shelby and her dilemma with Corey. It looks like they're not going to be going out for much longer. When they're together and Corey tries to pull her close, she just pulls away. I wonder if he's getting any type of hint. Whatever. I can only assume that's the attitude I was using when I was writing this. Shelby is going to give Billy a note to get to know him. I would be too scared to give someone I have never talked to a note. I would be afraid that they would laugh at me or something. 'Cause I am still very concerned about what people think of me. Okay, it is almost annoying me. Every time I would talk to Jesse, he would rest his head on her shoulder. Okay, maybe I'm crazy, but he has just been annoying the hell out of me. But as long as Jesse's happy, then I will keep my mouth shut. They're married now. I was in their wedding. It was a beautiful wedding. Sorry, Ed. I really like it. He and I have gotten closer since we have become adults. Kayla is cool. She hates Ashley, so she's cool. November 17th, 2005. Corey needs to stop resorting to violence. All he thinks about is beating people up. First, Billy. Now he wants to beat up Curtis because Curtis has thrown a few chips at him. Whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo. I'm embarrassed. Get over it. Jeez. He's starting to aggravate me. It seems to me that Shelby doesn't want to go out with him anymore. So I think that she should just break up with him and get it over with. I was really that obnoxious friend in that kind of way. Katie told me that Nancy told her that Julie went over to Dave's house and they did it in the woods. Ew. Then the next day, Dave told a lot of people about it and it made Julie mad. If she was stupid enough to have sex with one of the biggest man whores in school, then I guess she didn't know that usually asses like himself brag about shit like that. No. Dear 14-year-old Sam, if two people decide to have the sex in the woods, wherever they want, it is not her fault for him being a tool. No. Amy told Jesse and I during science that people shouldn't swear around her. We have been swearing around her since the 6th grade, so she doesn't want to be sworn around anymore. She asked you nicely, just don't. Well, that's all for now. November 18th, 2005. Well, I had my orthodontist appointment today. These did not happen on accident. I got back to school in time for World Studies. Ethan was really hyper. It was great. He was talking to me. It was just funny. Helena and I think that he's cute. Again, the hindsight. It physically hurts me. November 20th, 2005. Yesterday I went over to Shelby's house and I attempted to learn the guitar. Shelby showed me the chords to Amazing Grace, so I can kind of play it. Then we stayed up till like 1:30 a.m. talking to Tasso. He's so cool. LOL. He's a senior and he's in a band called Daybreak Red. I can only assume that this is what I was doing while we were talking to him on a messenger. And he likes Avril Lavigne. That's cool because not many guys like Avril Lavigne, and if they do, they usually don't admit it. Then today, Shelby and I went and saw Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. The movie was okay, but the book was a lot better. Still true. November 22nd, 2005. Yesterday night, Shelby broke up with Corey. Last night, Corey said he was fine, but now I'm not sure about it. Yesterday, I had basketball tryouts. Lucky for me, only 11 girls tried out, so no one got cut, because I practically passed out. I am so out of shape, it's not even funny. Everyone was like dying, but we're all okay now. Like anyone was actually concerned that anyone was actually dying. Then today, I had basketball practice. I did a lot better than yesterday. Yeah, no one thought you were actually dying, so that was a lot better. I got back home on the activity bus. When I got home, all the doors were locked and I couldn't get in. I was wearing my basketball shorts and it was raining hard. I was crying. I was alone, scared, and wet. No one was home and they weren't home for another 30 minutes. My dad got home and yelled at me and blamed me for having no key and standing in the rain. He pissed me off. Then right after I got in, he drove off and just blah! You knew you had late basketball practice. I know. It's so much easier to blame your parents. Angsty 14-year-old Sam. I get it. But the little jagged piece of metal is about this big. Fits right into your pocket. You don't have to wait outside in the rain. You can be responsible and bring your key. November 25th, 2005. I've been talking to Taylor on the internet. He's a really nice guy. He likes to write and hates the snow. What stupid things to know about a person. Why would you ever put those two things in one sentence? He loves to write and hates the snow. I know. He likes to just, I don't know, talk about the little things. Shut up! Cringe City! Moving on. Segue. November 26, 2005. Everything just seems so overwhelming. Blah! Being a teenager is overwhelming. There's a lot of learning happening, not just academically, but socially and emotionally. There's just so much learning going on. It is a lot at once. From an adult perspective, or as much of an adult I pretend to be now, it just seems so dramatic. Absolutely over the top dramatics. However, when you are a teenager, when you are in the thick of things, it is a big deal. This is the first time that you're having to deal with these all kinds of different emotions, socially, emotionally, academically, and hormones are a thing. So yeah, some of these things, it's the worst thing that you've ever had to deal with. And that's what being a teenager is. It's having to have those first experiences, and first experiences of anything are always the hardest. On the other side of being an adult, it's just, oh, I've run into this problem before. I can solve it a lot faster and easier now, but because I was a teenager once and had to go through all those motions before. So I don't want to be the kind of adult that just like, oh, you're so dramatic, because it might be just some of the hardest things that you've ever had to deal with, and that's fine. That's just how it goes. I have a few more of these things before I go off on a really long tangent. I can't wait till March so I can get my damn braces off. Yay! There are asterisks on both sides of yay, so that's what these were. Yay! November 28th, 2005. My face sucks so much. So many ugly pimples. Jeez. I hope my skin either clears up before school ends or before I go back to school next year. Acne was a huge problem for me. Thank you for hey! But before my battery dies, thank you for watching this video all the way through. You deserve a hand.